Welcome back, everybody, to Dell's Ducks this week. Today we're joined by two of the younger members of the Ducks, both 18. David Kaplan from Vernon Hills, Illinois. Welcome.
Thank you.
That's a suburb of Chicago, I believe.
Yes, it is, northern suburb.
And Josh Repaal from close by in Tomah. Played for the Tomah hockey team last year, the Tomah high school team.
Yep.
And also with the Western Wisconsin Blue Devils, which I believe is a AA team, am I right?
It's AAA team,
AAA
summer
team,
league.
I'm sorry. And David, you played last year, I believe, with the Philadelphia Revolution, a AAA club.
Yes, I did.
Can you tell me anything about that?
We were a U19 team, which is something that they do out east. Basically, it's a bunch of U18 players with a couple of older guys that are a year out of AAA,
Right.
and a couple younger guys that are still in their midget minor years, and then they make a U19, and we carry those older guys so we could play a couple of the junior teams out east. So
Yeah, it does seem to be kind of a prep for maybe the
Yeah.
EJ. Is that
Yeah.
basically what it is?
Yes.
Okay. And Josh, what was the biggest difference when you moved from playing in the WIAA to playing AAA hockey? Was there a big difference there?
Just the competition. Like where I'm from, the competition's not very high. Not a lot of guys that are serious about the sport compared to when you get into the AAA. So it's just mainly the biggest difference is the competition and skill.
All right. And then, well, first of all, I want to congratulate you both for making yourselves very comfortable on this team. You look like veterans out there.
Thank you.
Has it been any kind of an adjustment for either of you?
it's more physical play for sure. The pace is about the same. I mean, playing in that little prep year before juniors really helped, but it's a lot more physical for sure.
Okay. And Josh?
Yeah, it's a big difference compared to high school hockey. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot faster paced, more contact. It's just all around faster hockey.
Okay. And you fit right in as far as the physical play goes. That's your game, isn't it? To play a physical defensive game.
Yep.
Okay. And I don't know if I mentioned that already. Josh is a defenseman, and David, you're a forward, a center, am I right?
Yeah. Right. I'm playing left wing right now.
So I did want to talk a little bit about your performances on the team so far. Obviously, David, you've made yourself very comfortable. 6 games in, you have a 6-game goal scoring streak, although you kept it pretty close there in the last game. Right there
It was scary, but I'm just glad that the team was able to have a good weekend and win. 7
goals and an assist. I know when I was looking at your AAA numbers from Milwaukee, you played there before Philadelphia. That's a pretty nice total for you even at that level. So is it just the chemistry on your line right now?
Yeah, I mean, me, Sherman Wyatt, we're really connecting, especially this weekend. This was our first weekend playing together. But before that, I was with Andy Williams, another new guy to this program, and we just clicked, play more of an offensive style, and we were just able to cycle and roll in the corners and get pucks to the net, and that's what really helped.
Good. And Josh, a goal and an assist so far. You were the 3rd leading scorer on your team last year. Probably had to play a little bit more of an offensive role, even though you're a defenseman. But you slotted in nicely. I think you got the goal maybe in the first game.
Yep.
And it was actually from the blue line. It was a nice shot.
Yep.
And do you feel like you're getting involved in the offense too?
Oh yeah, as much as I need to. Now with having skilled forwards, I don't have to jump into the rush as much as before, so I get to sit back and kind of play defense now.
Okay. So you went to Blaine on the weekend, coming off of one of the weirdest weekends I've ever seen. I think it was one that everybody kind of wants to forget.
Yeah.
You went to Blaine, and you really came through, I thought. You've done well on the road in both series. Was there any reason that you can think of for the turnaround just overnight? It just seemed like the team was clicking, where here the chemistry just wasn't there.
Well, after the Cougars weekend, we decided to get together as a team, and we had, on one of our off days, we just hung out, played a little mini golf, and I think that really got guys together and kept us more close, and we just wanted to turn it more into a team mentality more than individual play, and I think it really showed this weekend.
Okay. And Josh, not that you were responsible for all of it, but there was some breakdowns in your own end against Chicago. Obviously, that's where it started, and it did seem like, now I only saw the Saturday game, but it did seem like in Blaine, you guys were able to get things going with one pass and just get the offense going.
Yeah, against Chicago, we just couldn't get the puck out of our zone,
Yeah.
couldn't get it out of in front of the net. And in Blaine, we did a lot better job of getting it out, getting it to our forwards so they could go to work.
Okay. Now, an interesting series coming up. You're 4-2 going into this series. You're going up against the 2-4 Marquette Royales, a team that kind of struggled out of the gate with kind of a makeshift lineup. They didn't have a lot of players. They have added some players, and they had a good weekend this past weekend. So I suppose you can't really take these guys lightly at all, can you?
We can't take anybody in this league lightly. It's a tight league. Everybody's competitive, and we just need to come out there and play our game like we did this weekend and just work our hardest. And that's something that coach has been stressing since the beginning, is just to compete as hard as you can.
And I don't know if coach has said anything. It's obviously a big game for them. Nobody on this team was a part of it. But the last time the Devils Ducks played the Marquette Royales was in the Busch Cup Championship game 2 seasons ago. A little bit of a bittersweet memory for Ducks and Ducks fans. So a little bit added on. Does that make this game a little bit more important, you think?
I think it does for sure. There's rivalry there, and for a team to come into our home and do that,
Okay.
you know.
Now, Josh, coach said that the physical play got stepped up a little bit last weekend, and he kind of expected that against the Energy. Marquette is also well known as being a very physical team. That's your type of game anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Big guy, like banging bodies.
Okay. All right. So as far as being in the Dells now, Josh, you're commuting from Tomah, which is not a big surprise. David, you're from Chicago. Had you been in the Dells area before you came here?
Yeah, a bunch actually. I used to come up here when I was little and come to the water parks, stay at Great Wolf, Wilderness, Kalahari, and it was always a blast.
Okay.
So
So you're enjoying
I'm
the
enjoying
community?
it. It's awesome.
And you guys are going to get into the community a little bit this weekend coming up with the Monks Dells Ducks tailgate party on Saturday. I don't know if you guys have been to Monks yet. It's awesome.
Yeah, I had Monks. It was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone with my parents a couple of times when they came up.
And then Sunday, a little road trip to, I believe it's called the Spotted Turtle, where you're going to do some shaking hands and signing autographs, which should be fun.
Yeah,
Just get
should
out
be
there.
fun.
So I did look at your bios a little bit, and I see, David, you're asked your favorite player was Patrick Sharp. Now, you're from Chicago.
Yeah.
Are you going to be switching allegiance here?
I don't think so. Chicago boy at heart. Got to stick with the hometown team.
Okay. And Josh, I got a feeling that you're probably a Chicago fan too, but Bobby Orr, where did that come from?
He's just a great defenseman all around. I love the way he played. Like defenseman, but he likes to score goals. So.
Yeah, I can't believe that you still that you've even heard of Bobby Orr. That's great.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling that you might have had a little bit of parental influence on that one too. So, are you both Chicago fans now?
No, I'm a Washington Capitals fan.
Oh, Capitals.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess the big question for David, are we going to see a repeat this year, even though there's been a lot of changes?
I hope so. It's always fun, the parades and stuff afterwards, and it's just good for the Chicago hockey community and stuff like that. So
The Capitals have picked up TJ Oshie. They're
Yep.
looking like a little bit like they want to make a little bit more of a push. They've struggled in the postseason.
Yeah,
You
they
think
do.
they can do something this year?
Hopefully. I mean, Oshie's a skilled player, so far in the preseason, him and Ovechkin have been working well together. So
Well, that's
we'll
good
see
to
how
hear.
that goes this year.
All right, well, we'll keep our eye on the Hawks and the Capitals, and I want to thank you guys for coming out, and good luck the rest of the way.
thanks
you.
for having me.